Beerus, the god of destruction, is about to face double trouble now. Two brothers who unite to defeat him and attempt to take his place, so that one of them becomes the next god of destruction. Something terrible is about to happen in the Dragon Ball Super Universe. Yes, my friends, Frieza, in his newest black form, isn't alone this time. Could we see a new fusion in the Dragon Ball universe? And will this be the end of Beerus? Curious to know more? Then stay until the end of the video, subscribe, leave a like, activate the notification bell, and share the video with all your friends. Let's understand together the trump card that Frieza holds. Frieza's older brother, yes, you heard that right, is now introduced in Dragon Ball Super in a surprising way. Cooler has always been an enigmatic figure, known for his cool demeanor, no pun intended. Jokes aside, he also possesses great intelligence and is very strategic. While Frieza sought power through domination and terror, Cooler explored the far reaches of the universe, seeking knowledge and personal improvement. As we know about their race through Frieza, Cooler also has immense evolutionary potential, even superior to Frieza's. In Dragon Ball Z, Cooler's Revenge and Dragon Ball Z. The Return of Cooler, we see that Cooler has at least one additional form that Frieza doesn't possess. Even though this isn't canon, he will come with these same feats into the Dragon Ball Super Universe, which already makes him much stronger than Frieza, and this spells trouble for Beerus, who will have to face both of them at once. Cooler's arrival will happen at a crucial moment for Frieza's plans to flow as he wants. This time he's acting differently, wanting Goku and Vegeta to stay alive on planet Cereal so they can witness the fulfillment of his current plan, to cause total chaos across the universes, starting, of course, with the 7th universe. After the events of the Tournament of Power, the cosmic balance is going to change, thanks to everything Frieza witnessed there. The power of the gods, angels, Zeno, and the Grand Priest. He absorbed every bit of information gathered there. That's why he was so thrilled when Goku achieved that state in the tournament, already knowing that it would impact the gods' minds, making them tremble. And so, he realized he could reach their level and begin his plan thanks to this realization. For that to happen, we already know he needs to create something to attract Beerus to them. With his brother's introduction to canon, he can also achieve a terrible power, perhaps even becoming compatible with Frieza in terms of strength, making a fusion in Black Frieza form possible. Just imagine how insane that would be. Cooler's inclusion in the Dragon Ball Super Universe raises questions about how he has reached power levels comparable to, or even superior to Frieza's. In previous films, Cooler demonstrated additional transformation forms, like the Final Form and the powerful Metacooler. During his time in exile, it's plausible he continued evolving, perhaps achieving a transformation equivalent or superior to Frieza's golden form. Cooler has a different strategic genius from Frieza. While Frieza relies on brute strength and intimidation, Cooler is more calculating and patient. He studied ancient arts, forgotten techniques, and has a better understanding of the universe's structure. This approach makes him a formidable adversary and an invaluable ally. His tactical intelligence complements Frieza's brute strength, creating a dangerous combination for any opponent. The possibility of fusion between Frieza and Cooler is an intriguing concept. If they used artifacts like the Potera earrings or special fusion techniques, they could combine their powers and abilities into a single entity. This fusion would result in a being with Cooler's cunning and Frieza's ferocity, potentially capable of challenging a god of destruction. However, this union would require both of them to set aside their differences and synchronize their energies, something they've never done before. Cooler's introduction also allows for exploring the family dynamic between the brothers. Despite their differences, they share mutual respect for their military achievements and the maintenance of their empires. This mutual respect could be the foundation preventing mutual betrayal. Both recognize that the alliance is beneficial and that disloyalty would be mutually destructive. One thing to remember here, before Cooler's introduction, we had someone who was only from the movies and was recently added to Dragon Ball's official canon, and he joined the Z Warriors team. Yes, we're talking about Broly, who was officially introduced into the Dragon Ball canon with the release of Dragon Ball Super. Broly in December 2018. Before this, he appeared in movies that weren't considered part of the series' official canon. In the 2018 film, Broly was reimagined with a new origin story that better fit the timeline and mythology of Dragon Ball Super. The movie retells Broly's birth and exile on planet Vampa with his father, Paragus. Broly is discovered by Frieza and brought to Earth to fight Goku and Vegeta, resulting in epic battles that showcase his immense strength. The new version of Broly is more complex and tragic, adding depth to his character and making him an integral part of the Dragon Ball universe. If they included him and fans accepted this move, why not add Cooler too? Since they gave this gift to the Z Warriors, a force as immense as Broly, why not give something to Frieza too? Despite his overwhelming power, it would be interesting for him to have a family member as well. To add Cooler to the Dragon Ball canon, several approaches could be adopted. One possibility would be to reimagine Cooler's origin story to better align with the current narrative of Dragon Ball Super. This could include a renewed rivalry with Frieza and a new motive for his hostility. Another idea would be to introduce Cooler as an interdimensional threat, perhaps from an alternate universe or an unknown realm, adding a new layer of complexity and danger. There could also be an arc where Cooler and Frieza are forced to collaborate against a greater threat, exploring the dynamic between the brothers and their conflicting personalities. Additionally, Cooler could be introduced with new transformations and abilities that make him a formidable adversary for Goku, Vegeta, and other Z Warriors, or perhaps just by undergoing the same training as Frieza and gaining a unique transformation, maybe a Diamond Cooler. Well, I'll make a video just about this theme later, so stay tuned. Anyway, facing Bills is no easy task, is it? Goku knows this better than anyone, right? We also saw part of his power when he fought against the other gods of destruction, exclusively in the manga. Beerus' fight against the other gods of destruction in the manga was simply electrifying. During the Tournament of Power arc in Dragon Ball Super, there was a moment when the gods of destruction decided to test their strength before the official tournament began. Beerus, being who he is, shows why he is feared. He displays an impressive combination of speed and power, skillfully dodging the coordinated attacks of the other gods. At one point, he faces multiple opponents simultaneously, using clever strategies to turn the tide in his favor. One interesting thing is how this fight is portrayed in greater detail in the manga compared to the anime. As a god of destruction, his power is on a completely different level. Cooler and Frieza need not only to join forces, but also to surpass their own limits, training in dimensions where time flows differently to maximize their potential in a short period. It's possible that during this journey, they cross paths with the Z Warriors, Goku and Vegeta, once again, perhaps stronger than before, or maybe it follows the normal flow of a fight against Beerus. But as they are always seeking challenges, they could find themselves involved in this complex plot. The alliance between the brothers might force the Saiyans to reconsider their strategies. A situation could emerge where longtime enemies need to cooperate to face a common threat. Cooler's presence also raises questions about the past of the Changelings, the race of Frieza and Cooler. We might discover more about their origin, culture, and possibly other members of this enigmatic species. Maybe we'll find out what actually exterminated their race. Who knows? Perhaps it was Beerus himself, and Cooler somehow witnessed it, survived, and joined forces with Frieza to take revenge on Beerus. Cooler, in the movies, has proven to be a formidable opponent, possessing even greater strength than Frieza at certain moments. His ability to adapt and evolve quickly could present unique challenges. If he possesses forms beyond what we've seen, the potential to surpass Frieza becomes even more real. This could generate tensions, but also motivate Frieza to surpass himself, fueling a healthy and productive rivalry. The question of betrayal is always present when it comes to villains like Frieza and Cooler. However, given the magnitude of the threat posed by Bills, it's likely they would maintain the alliance. Mutual respect for their armies and achievements creates common ground. Both understand that victory depends on sincere cooperation. In terms of strategy, Cooler could be the mastermind behind operations. His methodical approach would contrast with Frieza's impulsiveness. Together, they could devise plans to exploit potential weaknesses in Bills, or find ways to neutralize his power without confronting him directly. Perhaps they would seek divine artifacts or explore forbidden techniques to level the playing field. It would have to be something far beyond a simple Mafoba or something similar, but I doubt they would resort to that. Bill's reaction upon realizing this alliance would be of great interest. Known for his unpredictable temperament, he could see it as a fun challenge or an affront demanding an immediate response. Whis, his angel assistant, might offer enigmatic insights, perhaps even warning the Z Warriors about what's coming. The possibility of a Metamoran fusion between the brothers adds another layer to the plot. If they perform the fusion dance correctly, the result would be a warrior with unimaginable power. However, the perfect synchronization required by the technique would be a challenge, considering both have strong and egocentric personalities. But if necessary, I don't know if they would perform it, or they might even steal one of the Potera earrings. Nothing is impossible, especially with Frieza in his current black form. Finally, the inclusion of Cooler would bring new life to Dragon Ball Super. It would allow exploration of more mature themes, such as ambition, family, redemption, and the true meaning of power. The series could tackle complex ethical issues, something that would enrich the viewer experience and deepen the narrative universe. Additionally, it's interesting to consider how Cooler's presence could drive technological advancements in the Dragon Ball universe. With his intelligence, he could introduce innovations in spaceships, weaponry, and training methods. This would not only benefit his own interests, but could also trigger a cosmic arms race, influencing entire civilizations. And if we consider the role of the Dragon Balls in this equation, perhaps Cooler and Frieza seek to gather them not only for personal wishes, but to try to alter fundamental aspects of the universe, such as rewriting natural laws or neutralizing the power of the gods of destruction. This would create deep moral and ethical conflicts, especially if the Z Warriors had to decide whether to stop or support such actions. The introduction of Cooler in the official canon would also be a gift to longtime fans. His popularity in the original movies has always been high, and seeing him interact with current characters would be exciting. It could open doors for the return of other beloved characters or the introduction of new ones, further expanding the universe we love so much. In terms of absolute power, the fusion or alliance between Cooler and Frieza could result in never-before-seen techniques and transformations. They could, for example, access a form beyond Golden, perhaps the Platinum form or Diamond, as mentioned above, symbolizing not just an increase in power, but also an evolution in the understanding of universal energies. Cooler's internal conflict could also be explored, although calculating and often cold. Perhaps he carries doubts about the path he chose. Interaction with characters like Goku could challenge his convictions and offer new perspectives. There could be room for redemption, or at least for a more complex understanding of his objectives. We cannot forget the potential impact on the Kaioshins and other gods of destruction. The disruption of the cosmic balance would be a concern for all, possibly leading to a divine summit to decide the fate of the brothers. This would open space for philosophical debates about free will, destiny, and the role of mortals in the universal scheme. In essence, the incorporation of Cooler into Dragon Ball Super not only adds a powerful character, but expands the entire narrative universe, offering countless opportunities for epic adventures and profound reflections. Have you ever imagined how it would be if other classic villains also returned in unexpected ways, as was the case with Cell, or how unlikely alliances could alter the fate of the entire multiverse? The Dragon Ball universe is rich and full of possibilities waiting to be explored. What other surprises does the future hold for the Z Warriors? The possibilities are as vast as the cosmos they protect, and each new addition to the universe only increases the excitement for what's to come. With this, I conclude today's video. Thank you for being here once again, and see you in the next video